Thresh in game 1, so now we'll have the Blitzcrank to come through. So very excited to see Gorilla pick this one up. It's been a major pick, also here in LCK, but in the West as well. Has been making a massive resurgence as a support, and going into the hands of Gorilla, one of the best that we have, is going to be quite a treat, Pop Smithy.
And it's actually, as far as I can tell, his first career game on Blitzcrank. He's played 441 games in Korea, no games of Blitzcrank. So big time to make a debut for a pick that's always been around the edge of the meta. He wasn't around in the Mad Life days right back in Season 1, Season 2. He's going to be jumping on the Blitzcrank. I thought it would be his favorite Alistair, but this is a treat to see.
All right, well, just showing us something new, perhaps in their game to close out against SK Telecom T1. Longzhu have that momentum. We'll see if SKT can break it, finally find themselves a win.
SKT, they don't want to go to Hook City, but Gorilla, he's inviting them.
He's taking them there, I think against their will. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if he can deliver with this pick, because like you said, first time in his career to bring this one out. Doesn't want it to be a flop, wants to have a massive amount of success and just shut out SKT with another 2-0 loss.
Lots of hype about their Achilles. They get into game very shortly, but whoa.
Okay, here we go.
No time for fighting. We're getting fighting on the Rift.
All right, well, T1 fighting indeed. Faker already without that flash right now. Peanut, if he had some other form of escape, might have gone in for the flash. If he had the proto belt as well, probably would have tried to make something there, but would have been paying for that play with his own life. So we'll just let that first blood slip right through his fingers.
Khan also playing on the edge, really wanted to be able to get out. The minion wave that might have answered him is, that's a pretty aggressive dive.
They just want to go for this one. Yeah, body slam coming in the cocoon. Gets the lockdown, first blood. Goes over. Khan finds this.
Still really good for the side of Longzhu, because look what the minion wave is at on Tara. It's going to be dead for a while. He's going to lose out so many minions at the turret.
Yeah, and honestly, Khan, how frisky are you feeling?
Oh, you know he feels pretty frisky, but the
hook shot in onto this one. Can he get it? Jumps in, misses a tactical sweep, but still has the auto attack.
He didn't need to be there. Too greedy for experience.
So what was that about snowballing Camille? I think you mentioned somebody named Smeb has done this in the past. Well, Khan, he's starting things off 2-0 right now.
The second
there, but now bot lane looking to turn into a bit of a party. Flash in for the knock-up. They get the hook down onto Bang, and he is just going to die. Prey with a Ren comes up with the kill. And Kathy, surprised, not going to do enough damage to find anything. Just kind of tickles Gorilla a little bit.
Welcome to the bot lane, where if you're Kog'Maw Lulu and have no wards and your jungler just died topside, hasn't played a visit to bot side, you just die, Achilles.
There's a lot of
it's not much of a game show.
There's a lot of asterisks onto that list.
It's so experienced. They have a great support staff, but you start the style players, and then who's to say?
Oh, well, Faker going to get jumped on. Explosive cast comes through. He will get the root, but BDD's riding in on that Weaver's wall. Faker flashing over to the side, but the seismic shove is there. And BDD will go ahead and scoop up the 4th kill.
Choose SKT and smile. All right, Cuz still alone.
Get jumped on. Yeah, it takes a lot of damage. The tether will not connect here from the side of Faker, but Wolf arrives. And he's got the lockdown, but the hook from Gorilla comes over the wall. They get the silence, but the wild growth does still come through. BDD getting polymorph, trying to push in.
Use cleanse.
Uses the cleanse to try to chase this one in, but the threaded volley is just nipping at the heels of Wolf. He will make it out as
well.
Flash Forward does not have that cleanse. He takes way too much damage. Tether will connect, and he will fall as Peanut finds that kill. Khan still coming through with the TP. Will be completed by Untara as well. Tries to get the Hextech ultimatum. Won't be able to get so as that Repel denies it, but they still are able to take down Peanut. The explosive cast from Cut.
Mostly around bottom. Okay, catches top lane.
Through, yeah, denies that hook shot. Khan will get the slow up, but the TP's coming through here from Faker, so they really want to take down this Camille. He throws down the ultimatum, has to leave it, which cancels it out. He desperately tries to get into the welcoming arms of BDD, but he's going to fall first, so Untara picks up a kill.
Ends up being a free kill. Teleport, only thing invested by SKT. They don't make a counterplay.
There's wall coming through here, so it seems like Longzhu just want to go all in onto the Renekton, and there's nowhere for him to go. Besides to jump to the side, he will fall down.
Well, about as easy as can be.
Oh, flash in!
Okay.
Gorilla has the hook, locks down Faker, but he's got the shield. We'll throw him in with a Fate's Call. A flash away takes Faker to safety. Keeps himself alive, but Gorilla's showing off a bit. Is using both of those summoner spells without a second thought of it. Khan wrapping around the backside now.
They want the mid lane turret.
For this turret. One flash forward yet again. Gorilla does find the hook. Fate's Call already prepped just to keep Faker locked down, ensure that he cannot use that flash at all. Peanut will be able to make it over the wall with his own. Takes quite a bit of damage from BDD on the exit, but that will be this final outer turret going over to Longzhu as they just keep up the pressure.
I mean, Longzhu's just playing as a team. The 5.
They slam off, slows him up, knocks him back, and well, there's 2 other members here just go ahead and take him down. So he'll pop that dominance, he'll buy a little bit more time, but it was not long for this world. So Khan with his third kill, 3-1-2 on this Camille, is just becoming absolute.
I think I said Cug more, which is some middle ground between Pug and Cog.
Well, they're going to try to make a play in on Debray. Takes quite a bit of damage, is able to jump back with that flash to avoid the ultimate
this
coming
is
down from
all
the
in.
Hogball. Yeah, they will just go in. Khan trying to lock down in on the Faker, goes forward, finds the kill yet again. Now Antara getting a nice heal coming through, but he is still just a lamb to the slaughter. Double kill over to Khan. BDD gonna go ahead and scoop up a third bang yet again. The Acathian surprise just not gonna be able to do anything, and Longzhu are looking for Baron.
I just don't understand how SKT keep drafting the same identity, keep ignoring what's strong in the meta. The Kalista is gonna beat them, it seems, for a fourth time. Longzhu control the pace of the game again. They start grouping. They've got Wombo engaged. Of course they do. They have Kalista, and they got the counter pick of any engaged support. Whether it was Alistar or Blitzcrank, it would have worked. But this is the most brazen on the paper from Khan. But then they walk in. There's so much engaged. Already Fate's Call used. Someone's going to get bounced into the team. It's the Karma, and from there, it's only ever going to be a killing field for Longzhu Gaming.
Well, SKT, I mean, it was very competitive at the start of this game, but now the hopes are just all but completely gone now. Everything just
about losing the minimum. Instead, they were pushing up. Ontara was going to get trade, nothing more as Banks caught.
Yeah, he's just going to get popped right into there. He goes down. BDD not able to get killed because he does scoop this one up for himself. Banshee's Veil going to eat that passive from the Cogball, and it's just turrets falling around the map as go down. And Longzhu are looking for a pre-30-minute victory, a 2-0 victory over SKT, and that'll hand them their fourth in a row.
They're 13,000 gold up, so they got initiation. Doesn't matter if a hook misses. They're looking to close the game. Would take something incredible from SKT to stop it happening now.
I mean, before you would expect, you know, this is the team that does have that X factor that could turn something around, but just hasn't been looking that way as of late. So seems like they still will just be suffering another loss. Khan looking for that hook shot, not going to find it. The hook from Gorilla also not going to connect. But there's a lot of damage with Bang. He gets knocked out. The body slam forward as they try to get the lockdown, but instead they're able to turn this one around. Onto Gus, nearly falls, but it's still going to be Antara, the one getting traded as the Gragas stays alive on the backside. So much damage coming through for Longzhu as they seek to finish this game. The last Nexus start getting ready to go down, and nobody from Longzhu has died. And 29 minutes just about here on the clock as Peanut desperately tries to go forward, tries to get something to trade back, tries to put another kill on the board for the team at least to help their KDA, is unable to do so. The Nexus will go down 28-56. Longzhu get the 2-0, and SKT are 4 series deep without a victory.
There is not a spare seat on the SKT side of the stadium, but there is not a peep coming out from them either. Achilles, only calls coming from the side of Longzhu Gaming. They're the ones celebrating. They're the ones who pretty surgically, especially in Game 2, were able to take down the team comp from SKT. We talked about the support counter pick happened in both games. They chose the laning choice, the Zyra in Game 1 at SKT. Lost lane by 50 CS to a Kalista. Game 2, they leave Talia Kalista open on red side. Already, you've messed up. That's a mess up in the draft. And then the Gorilla taking his first time Blitzcrank in competitive play, and just together, you can't make mistakes. They made macro mistakes. The game ends much earlier than they would ever have imagined. And no one right now looks happy on the side of SKT. They're trying to keep Peanut's spirits up. Maybe he's understanding that's probably going to be blank playing next time. We still don't know what the best roster looks like for SKT. We don't know if they have a read on the meta because they seem to be off the boil. Individual players have struggled at different times. It's all falling apart. And like I said during the game, and kind of amusing fashion, was what